Hey guys, Annette here. I am here with a cooking video today. I haven't done one of these in quite a long time. I'm actually at my parents' house right now. They are on a little trip, and my brother is here. He's actually at work right now, but he'll be home soon. So I'm going to make us a little bit of dinner. I thought I'd show you how to make some chicken fajitas. They're quick and easy. Really, the hardest part is cutting everything up. The ingredients I have today are a yellow onion, probably a large to medium yellow onion sliced, some mini peppers that I have cut up, some mushrooms. Mushrooms don't always go in fajitas. We like them a lot, so we don't mind throwing them in there. I've been to Mexican restaurants where they throw mushrooms in or carrots in sometimes. So I had those from Gleaners, and so I'm going to throw those in. The onions, peppers, and mushrooms all came from Skagit Gleaners. Then right there is some sliced up chicken breast. It is marinating in some of this fajita seasoning. You can use whatever fajita seasoning you like. My parents just had this in the cupboard, so I used that with a little bit of lime juice and avocado oil to marinate the chicken meat. I will also put some of that fajita seasoning in while I'm sauteing the vegetables. We're going to have that with some cheese. Sorry, phone cord in the way. And some quick guacamole that I made up. The cheese was from Grocery Outlet, the avocados were from Grocery Outlet, and the chicken was from Grocery Outlet. The cheese was getting close to the sell-by date, so it was a really good price. It was two 1-pound bags for $3.99, so $2 a pound for real cheese is a good price. And that's Colby Jack, so we'll use that. I'm going to have mine on some romaine lettuce that I got at Gleaners. My brother will probably have his on a tortilla that they have in the fridge here at their house. I'm getting the pan warmed up with some avocado oil. You can use whatever vegetable type oil that you like the most. I'm just using this like 12-inch big skillet. It's what my parents have here, and that's what I'm going to use. They do have some cast iron, but it's a little small for the amount that I'm making. At home, I have a 12-inch cast iron skillet. That's probably what I would use if I were at home. But you just use whatever pan that you have. It will work. So I'm getting the oil heated up there. And when the oil is heated up, we're going to add in the onions, the mushrooms, and the peppers. This cooks up really quickly. It's a fast weeknight meal. The longest part, like I said, is cutting everything up. And that probably took 15 minutes or so. And then it shouldn't take much more than 15 minutes to make the whole meal. So when the pan is ready, which it almost is, I will put the vegetables in. Okay, so the pan is nice and hot. We're going to go ahead and add our veggies in. I'm going to add the onions and the peppers first. And then I'm going to add the mushrooms in after these have cooked for just a few minutes. We like our onions and peppers pretty well cooked. You just cook them to your liking. And I cook the vegetables and the meat separately, and then I mix them together. That's how I make my fajitas. So I'm going to saute the vegetables. Once they're done, I'll take them out of the pan and just put them on a plate. And then we'll cook the chicken next. So when these veggies are about ready, I'll show you guys, and then we'll get the meat started. Alright, so the onions and the peppers are cooking down just a little bit. They've been on for about 3 or 4 minutes or so. I'm going to go ahead and add the mushrooms. It's kind of a lot, it seems, but they'll cook down quite a bit. It's pretty amazing that the mushrooms, peppers, and onions, if they didn't get saved by Skagit Gleaners, they were destined for the garbage, for the landfill. Skagit Gleaners, the group I'm involved with, sorry, I know the frying noise is kind of loud, is a food rescue organization. So grocery stores can donate their culled produce, anything that doesn't look great anymore. They're not comfortable selling it. They donate it to our program. Volunteers pick out what's good for human consumption. If there's stuff that's too off but can be fed to livestock like pigs or chickens, they separate that out for anybody who has those at their home or homestead. And then The rest, actually, we have a huge compost bin, so a lot of it ends up in compost, so it doesn't end up in the landfill either. But like you can see, these bell peppers and onions and mushrooms are all beautiful, great. They're going to taste delicious. Maybe the mushrooms just looked a little bit, you know, like they were starting to get a little old on the outside, but as you can see, like, they're beautiful looking mushrooms. The bell peppers, maybe a few of them had a few little wrinkles on them here or there, but really nothing wrong with them. Every once in a while the onions have like a little spot on them. You just cut that part off. But then you end up with really delicious, wonderful food. Even though I got the chicken this time at Grocery Outlet, often we get chicken at Gleaners, so somebody who does Skagit Gleaners could probably make most of this whole meal with what they get from our gleaning program. Or food rescue organization, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes we do get cheese, the sour cream, which I took out. Sorry, the cord's in the way again. Sour cream I took out right there. That's going to go with our meal. I believe that came from Gleaners. The romaine that I chopped up a few days ago came from Skagit Gleaners. So a lot of this food is coming from my food rescue organization. I'm going to let these cook down for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to take them out, put them on a plate, and then we're going to cook the chicken. I wanted to let you guys know that I did add a little bit of that fajita seasoning right there to these vegetables. They are almost ready, and I will be taking them off in probably another minute or two to put on a plate. Alright guys, so there's the veggies all cooked up. Now we're going to add the chicken. Try and do this one-handed. There we go. The chicken was boneless, skinless chicken breast from, like I said, from Grocery Outlet. I just cut it up myself. It was just under 2 pounds. It's supposed to be $1.89 a pound, which is a decent price, but then they also had $1 off sticker on it. So the total price was $3.42. With the $1 off, it was $2.42. Doing the math, it worked out to about $1.34 a pound, which is super good for boneless, skinless chicken breast. Like I said, I just cut it up and I marinated it in some of that fajita seasoning, a little bit of avocado oil, and some lime juice. And now I'm just going to saute this until it's cooked through. And once it is, I will bring you guys back. Okay guys, so I have sauteed this chicken for probably about 7 or 8 minutes. It should be nice and hot and cooked through. I'm going to go ahead and add our veggies back in. Let's just go right back in. I'm doing this all one-handed because I don't have my tripod here at my parents' house. And the pan doesn't sit flush on the stove, unfortunately, so it moves around. But I'm going to go ahead and stir that in and then turn the heat off, put a lid on, and wait for my brother to get home from work. I'll be right back to finish up this video. Alright guys, so I just went ahead and turned the heat off, mixed everything up, turned the heat off, put the lid on. That will sit for just a few minutes. My brother should be home any minute now. It's about 6:35, and that's about the time he gets home. I can't remember, he might actually just be getting off, so it might be maybe 15 minutes before he gets home, but that's okay. It'll be fine, it'll stay warm in the pan. I don't mind my peppers and onions getting a little on the soft side. If you don't want your peppers and onions to be soft, cook them a shorter amount of time, and don't let it sit on the burner for very long. I'm sure this isn't like traditional way to make fajitas. It's quick and easy for the weeknight. You can use any kind of meat that you have on hand. You can use steak, chicken, pork. My family mostly, I grew up with my mom making it with pork. My family, my dad likes it with pork the most. So my mom usually cuts up a pork loin or pork loin chops into strips and just uses those. I like chicken or beef better. You can even use shrimp. You can make like a seafood. You could do a combination. You could use steak, chicken, and shrimp like the Mexican restaurant combination fajitas. It's really good for low carb if you watch how much peppers and onions you're eating and you have it like on lettuce, like I'm doing with like the cheese and the sour cream and the avocado. Those are all low carb, keto approved foods. You can have it with whatever tortillas you want. You can have flour or corn tortillas. My family likes to make quesadillas to go with it. And my dad prefers flour tortillas. You can make beans and rice to go on the side if you need to stretch this for like a bigger family. This would feed like the 4 of us if we were all here, my mom, dad, my brother, and me, for sure. There's going to be leftovers of this. But if you had a bigger family, like 6 people, and you still just wanted to make this amount, it's still a good amount of food for sure. But you could make some rice and beans on the side, and that's how the Mexican restaurant serves it too. You can make refried beans, you can make whole beans. I actually have a really good recipe for beans and rice on my YouTube channel. I will try to link that in the description box below because I'm not sure. I don't think I could do an iCard from my phone. So I will try and put that in the description below. I hope you guys like this video. I'll give you a little peek. That's what it looks like. I think it looks delicious. It smells super good. I actually can't wait to eat this. And until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.